Call on him like Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar Dash. Double honors to the apostle, the elders, a great millstone, who rule well, teach you over sincerity, honesty, and integrity. Brothers who's laboring in this truth. Salutations to you brothers and you brothers and you very few sisters believe in this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is going to be brief through the spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Just a little update on, just on something that happened within the news in the sports realm. Where you have the ESPN. As you see, it says it lays off 20 on-air personalities, including NBA analyst Jeff Gundy and Jalen Rose. The reason why I'm bringing this up, Jalen Rose, he had a response about, he responded to being laid off from ESPN, and I was gonna play it, but I didn't, because of fair use, I just decided, I'll speak of it. If you want to check it out, you can put it in your search engine. Jalen Rose response to lay off of ESPN. But when you listen to him speak, he's discussing how he had all these accolades. He finished college. He has a degree in journalism. He's a philanthropist. He gives back. He started up a school. He went back. He finished college. He has all these accolades, man. So he's not just like how he would say. They told him to, not just a shut up and dribble type of guy, not just a nigga with a basketball. But guess what? Jalen Rose, you just a nigga with a piece of paper. All right. They used you. They used you up and got what they can out of you. They used you for whatever they needed to use you for at the time. Basketball. Then they use you for your basketball analytics. Because Jake is the former of all things. So they're the salt of the earth. So at the end of the day, everything we do is gonna be on a different level. Like the scriptures say, it's gonna be on a whole different level. So they use you up, but don't be surprised when they use you up and chew you up and spit you back out, man. And he's talking like, oh, he may have said something he didn't know was gonna, ruffle people's feathers like that. It doesn't matter what you said or how you said it. They always, whenever they're done with you, they're done with you, man. You're not. This is not your kingdom, man. And Jalen Rose perceived to be a Jake. He looks like a Jake. He talks like a Jake. He moves like a Jake. So, perceived to be a Jake. We also know because the reason why I say that is because just because somebody looks a certain way, you just can't call them a Jake. They can be a tear. You have the wheat and the tear. But I digress. I'll come back. So yeah. So this man, he's saying basically he was too woke. And not the woke that's been hijacked. He's the woke that did what he needed to do, coming from the ghetto and making something out of himself. And that threatens, corporate America. However, you just was used in corporate America so they can make a coin off of you, man. But at the end of the day, this is not your rest, man. Nothing's gonna go your way, man. Matter of fact, let's get it, man. Let's bring out this scripture. I just thought about this scripture when he was talking, man. Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Now you can talk about how you can go back at a time of, when Baruch was with Jeremiah, but we can apply this to today. Let's lock in. Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, right? Because we're still in captivity. We still have been scattered, right? For reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. You see, we're still under this man's captivity. We're still in captivity to this day. All right, because of the it's gonna tell you, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, because of us going off back in Deuteronomy 28. So when you go into Deuteronomy 28:15 on down, a lot of those things can apply to then, other captivities, and talking about now. All right, so right, it's like it says right here, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. All right, and bring that back again. Baruch 2:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, man. So for that man to think that something was gonna go his way, man, he's out of his mind. But guess what? He's been indoctrinated going to these universities, these institutions. He's been institutionalized, man, thinking that learning from Edomite curriculum is gonna further him in the Edomite world, man. But guess what? You still a nigga with a basketball and a piece of paper, man. That's how they look at you. Like when Kanye when he said in that song, he said I'm still just a nigga with a car. When they don't matter what you did to achieve your accolades, and they still look at you as a nigga, man. All right. And they're not thinking about, oh, this man's an upstanding citizen. They don't care about that, man. See, they don't care about this. Is always going to be a separation, all right? So they use you and abuse you, all right? But see, that's what the Lord told us to do. Where we know, see the hopeful elect know, where we stand in this place, man. Matter of fact, so we know just because the camera is flowing. We know where we stand in this place. For 1 Corinthians 7:31, and they that use this world and not abusing it, right? Because this man, he's not just using it; he's looking to further his achievements and his accolades and stack accolade on top of accolade, right? And do the things that he thinks to please his daddy Esau, man. He's looking to please the oppressor. Not knowing that this man, it was just an article coming back how most political officials, of not all political officials, that's Edomites, even Barak, his mother, right? They stem back to where they go a few generations back, where their ancestors was involved in slavery, man. So you don't think they teach their children's children this hate, man? This hate is embedded in these people, man. You see, when you don't know your enemy, see, that's why the scripture says never trust thy enemy, because you're not equipped and prepared to know that your enemy is not on your side, man. And that's just something like that, you lose your job, whatever. But man, this man he's seeking to kill you, man. Never mind just a job. All right, let's go back though. 1 Corinthians 7:31, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passes away. All right, so see, the elect know we use this world but not abuse it, man. If you got a business, whatever you got to do what you got to do while you're here, but you're going to continue to put up them reasonable sacrifices, Romans 12. Right, those acceptable sacrifices, man. All right, because we storing our treasures in the kingdom to come, man. Like this guy, he like right here says. But let me finish this off. It's 1 Corinthians 7:31, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passes away. Matter of fact, I'll grab this, then grab that. All right, I'll grab this because, see, if he understood this, he wouldn't be surprised. He wouldn't be responding. He would just keep it moving. He just would continue to use this world, even if he was, let's just say, he was an analyst or whatever position he may have. He's just using his world. Got to do what you got to do to pay your bills here while you here, right? Just use it, but not abuse it, because we understand the fashion of this world is gonna pay away. This place is gonna get hit with thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, Micah 2:1, and you could see a person. And then even when you, I'm just to sidetrack a little bit, but same topic, is when you're around, you might meet an individual, Jake, and they have all these goals and dreams, man. They have all these goals and dreams. They got 5-year plans, 10-year plans, man. And you just be looking at them like, man, like y'all put y'all knees deep in this place, man. And that's why when the Juicy Juice came out, they was the first ones to get it. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, exactly. I think Jalen Rose got it because he had to get it to work at to work at ESPN for Disney. And you already know, going back to Disney, man, all the man, that's another topic for another day. All right, but Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise it. Salakia, wrong one. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. You see? Because, you see? Let's keep on going. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So, this is not our rest, man. So, the scriptures tell us to arise. And when and it's talking about depart, it's not talking about get up and leave Babylon, which is also known in America. No, it's spiritually leave this place, man. Put off the affairs of this world, man. Don't get entangled with the affairs of this world. You know, don't get entangled with your careers, man. If you got a career, you got a career, but you're not entangled with it. It's not your end all be all, man. You know, you just got to get up, you working, you punching in, you punching out. All right. But arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It's polluted, man. There's nothing that's this. Esau ain't gonna deal with you fairly, man. This man want Esau to deal with him fairly because he received some accolades, and he has all these achievements, these credentials, man. Esau don't care about none of that stuff, man. And ultimately, he's the one who gave you over to that delusion, because those things ain't gonna lead to nothing. It's a false curriculum, because it's nothing but lies and deceit, man. All right, but Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you. It should destroy you. You get entangled with this place, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? Even with the sword destruction, because this place is going to be destroyed as well, man. All right, like we said, the fashion of this world is going to pass away. And last one with the spirit. I said I'll bring it out, so I'll bring it out. 1 Corinthians 9:24. Yep. 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown. You see? So he's putting all his blood, sweat, and tears to get to the MBA, to get to these degrees, become an analyst, a journalist, be decorated in those industries, right? But guess what? It came to naught. Look what he's without a job, man. And I'm not sitting here bashing the brother because he ain't got a job. Well, I'll say, yeah, bashing the man because he ain't got a job. A brother's a brother who's putting in his fighting on the front lines of being a helper to the prophet, or a help to the prophet, or someone, a woman, a brother, man. All right, what a brother is, someone who we would deem as a hopeful elect. All right. 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. All right. And what do you talking about? We talking about the right. You got to be in the right place, man. That man, he's looking. Let's get it. Let's keep on. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. So they're gonna be diligent and do the things that they're gonna make the sacrifices, right? See, now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown. So then he made all those sacrifices to receive a corruptible crown. And that's what he was asking. Like, man, I'm doing all the things right. How can I still, because like we read earlier, you get this day in your captivity, man. You a slave, man. You the bottom of the barrel to Esau, man. Matter of fact, you are an enemy. All right. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible, man. So that's why we dive into things and get deeper, go into things and we study. We go into the history, we go into the prophecies, and because we're looking to please the Lord, man. Yahweh Shemel Shah, we ain't looking to please man. We ain't looking to please no. We looking to please Yahweh Shemel Shah and do the work, and seeing that we are because this is our reasonable service, and we want to make sure that we're putting out a acceptable sacrifice, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. And I'll end it with that, man. Shalom to the whole for life.